Back guys, so I encountered an issue with my recording. I've already recorded up to 15 minutes and then something went wrong. So let me just show you guys what I did. I was trying to create fingernails for this, so let me show you guys. This is the fingernails I was trying to create. So but let me just go a few steps back to show you how I got to that particular point. So what I basically did was that I maxed out with the max tool, I maxed out something like so. I'll just use this as an example to kind of illustrate. So once I get to the part where I am right now, so you guys can actually follow along. Then once I have this like so, this is like an example. I come down to my console to extract. So this value should be fine. I just click on extract. If you have something like this now, then all I did was click on accept. So now this is actually soloed out. So let me go out of this. So you should have something like this. So once you have something like this right now, you would click on the underneath part, Control Shift to isolate that. Let me turn on display, double. Then you do a delete hidden. But keep in mind that you have to do this for every single finger. So keep in mind for that. Keep that in mind rather. Then click in here, I go to polish, kind of polish this like so. Let me polish this even more. Then make sure on geometry tab you click on delete hidden. Then go back to deformation. On the polish by group, turn off these dots. Then you can polish this even more, just to have even smoother edge for this, like something like so. Yeah, something like this. Then after doing that, I did the ZBrush for this. So ZBrush, take this down to around here like so. Keep crease, detect edge. And I did the poly group. I did this thing for this. So I'll go to half of this. I'll do this again. Once I get to very low subdivision level that I can work with, something around here should be fine. Maybe even one more. Yes, that's fine. Then what I did next was to go to BZM. So put your mouse cursor on a face. This space bar should be on extrude. Extrude should be on upwards. Then you can also extrude this out like so. That's basically what I did. So the point where I have what I have right now. So let me just delete this. Then I'll just go back to the one I had initially, which is this. So I need to undo some things I did in here. So let me undo this. So now from here we can carry on. Notice now on all other things, let me see. All other fingers the same thing. So it's just the same process until you get to this part. Then the next thing we need to do now in here, let me go out of this. The next thing we need to do now in here is to I'll go to let me see. Let me go close to this. So I'll go to sub tool. No, it should be on geometry instead. Geometry, edge loop. You can either do an edge loop for this, but let's go to crease. Then we'll do let's kind of experiment with this. Let's try this beveled edge. That doesn't look good. You can also simply let's do crease PG. So this is actually polygroup every kind of add like extra edge loop around each polygroup, which is fine. That's actually what we need actually. So once we go out of this, then we kind of add like the dynamic subdivision. Contains edge are shared more than two. Let me undo that. Seems to be an issue. Seems to be an issue in here. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Fix mesh. Now let's do this now. Yeah, that's working correctly now. So now we have something like this. Oh yeah, is that beveled edge we added initially? So let me undo that. I think I did not undo that beveled edge we added in there. Let me even undo. Okay, there's a weirdness happening in here. There's a weirdness happening here. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do another zero mask for this. There is my zero mask for this. Just to have better topology around it. So I'll use the same, and I'll do a zero mask. There's an issue in here. This one will be problematic. Let me undo this. I don't have issues in here. Maybe I won't delete. Let me even see if I can delete this. Let me delete this edge. I need to delete this edge. So let me delete this edge. Edge complete. Yeah, I think that should fix it. Let me see. Yeah, that seems to fix it. Look, let me undo that. So that seems to fix the issue we're having. Okay. Let me just be sure. Maybe just do only edge. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, we can work with this now. Let's work with this. Probably no. Probably even add an edge loop in here. So I'll do an insert rather. Maybe something like this should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Then I'll just do an extrude. No. I'll do an extrude. Just extrude. Since we have an issue in there now. Let me just quickly fix this again. Ctrl W to have this all. Now that feels weird. Let me undo this a few times. Then start by deleting this again. Then insert. Okay. Then extrude. Okay, let me fix this. Let me fix this stuff. Let me just find a solution for this. Okay, you know what, guys? I already have a backup for this. Let me just use the backup. This is the backup I had, and I'll delete this. This is the backup before the easy remesh. So now make a duplicate of this. Then we can now zero mesh this and get a proper topology from this. So I'll take this down around here. And let's zero mesh. Oh, I'm supposed to delete hidden for this, but there was the extra layer is behind it, so I would need to, okay, no, move to modify topology, delete hidden. Now zero mesh now. Okay, now go to half of this, even more, probably one more. Yeah, this should be fine. So now I can do an extrude, something like so. Yeah, that should be fine. If I should bring back our main mesh, you have something like this, it should be fine. Yes, we can go move on, carry on like this. Then edge loop, I will do crease PG should be fine. Then if I add this on top of this, still having that same issue. Let me go out of that. Let me just do a normal crease. Still having that weird issue. Okay, fix mesh. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We can work with this. So now all I have to do now is kind of get this in place. Let me turn this off. So with the move brush, you can start pushing this in like so. Let me just push all of this in. Let me use the move topological brush instead for this. So I'll just come back and just kind of I'll just leave it and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, I'm kind of done with that. So let me just add some small subdivision level to this. Shift F. I'll just push this. Can we push this inwards? Now I'm going to show you guys another way of kind of making some better corrections to this. So I can do a nice Control Shift click. First, I should actually isolate this now. So I have just this top part. So I'll mark this, invert selection, invert the maps, come back in here. I can now can easily raise this up. Just raise this up above. Okay, something like that should be fine. Can make some more adjustment to this and raise this up. Invert the selection, kind of push this down inwards. Invert the selection. Okay, that's basically what we just adjust this around here. This thing needs a lot of adjustment though, but I think we are good. I think we are basically good for now. Just kind of tighten things up. It's more or less like a repetitive pattern until you get what you're looking for. Okay, so I think this is fine for now. Okay, all right. I think I will subdivide this a bit more up to like 500k should be fine. 500k should be fine. Okay, while I'm here, I need to do something else. So I'll go back to our main mesh. On our main mesh, I'll just kind of push most of this back in. So it's not poking out of the finger. So the flesh of that is not poking out of the finger. Okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to do something. I need to do something. Let me be sure. So I want to be sure if I'm on a layer. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm on a layer. Okay, so I'm going to use the okay, let's use standard brush, but with an alpha in there. Probably this, maybe even alpha. Maybe alpha 45 should be fine. What I'm going to do is kind of carve, turn off this lazy mouse for this. I'll turn off lazy mouse for this. No, that's just way too intense. Maybe even go to a lower subdivision level for this. Probably even take out yeah, this is what I want to do. So I'm going to carve out just around the fingers like so, just to have an indentation around it. Something like so. So it feels like the finger is actually indented into the fingers. So something like this. Just on the edges. Let me smooth this out. That feels a bit weird. Let me do this again. Something like that. That part feels a bit weird though. Maybe let me go to maybe probably another subdivision level for this. Okay. So I can easily make adjustment on this. I'll make adjustment on this later on. Now get something around here also. Then I can take down the brush size and then probably smooth. Maybe even use this and just dig this back in. Use a clay brush and just dig this back in. Let me bring them standard brush. Okay, now this is better. Okay, just making corrections for this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna blend this back into the skin. So now we can go back to the fingers now. So we can actually start detailing these fingers. So let me just shift F, select this, isolate, max it, undo the selection, invert the selection, just blow it out a bit. Then with a move topological brush, I can just push this out. I'm just gonna have some thickness at the upper part. The upper part should be a bit thicker than this. So I'm just gonna pushing this out. Probably something I'll do on this side also. I'll do the same for the others. Just trying to have some thickness on the top parts. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So now I'll create a new layer for this. I'll create a new layer. Let me name this finger nails detailing. So that's fine. So now I can use them standard brush with this alpha 60, maybe yes, alpha 60 should be fine. So what I'm going to do in here is to let me take off this maxing. Okay, I will just take down the brush size, something like this, then I will just drag out. No, that's way too intense. Take down the intensity, take down the intensity even more. Try to have like a breakup around this. If I zoom out, you should have something like this, which is kind of fine. This is cool. Maybe even more. Okay. Then this, I can just smooth this out. And even use my polish brush, kind of polish. That's just way too much. Take this down and just polish. Let me go out of the max and just polish some part of this, just to have it, feel, no, just to have it feel a bit uneven. Yeah, that's fine. So the next finger, okay. Now smooth out the top, do a polish, then do a polish on the side, maybe increase intensity a bit more, kind of polish this on the side, just to make it feel uneven. Something like this should be fine. Go in here also, go to the standard brush. Go to the standard brush, increase this. Maybe even increase the intensity a bit more. But that feels too aggressive. That feels too aggressive. I don't want something that aggressive, so somewhere around there should be fine. I can smooth that back down, smooth out the top parts, edge polish, I just polish the edge. Okay. Go in here, increase the brush size. This should be fine. I'll just smooth this out. Smooth out the top. Do some polish like so. Take down the brush size. Just break this up and make this feel uneven. Standard brush, same process. Maybe even more here. Smooth this out, edge polish, something like so. No, that's way too much. Way too much also. Something like this should be fine. I can go to my then standard brush and begin to kind of add some cuts around this. Maybe the smaller brush size, something like this. Like so. Even a tiny one at the top. Kind of add like kind of crack in here. Like so. Something like this should be fine. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. We can live with this. Then I'll just use the pinch brush and kind of tighten some of the edges. We're almost done with this. Tighten this. Just be tightening this. Take a smaller brush. Create the smallest size. Yeah, we can leave that as it is. Yeah, this is fine. So we're completely done with the fingers now. So that's fine. This should have, yeah, on both sides. This is actually working on both sides, which is fine. This is exactly what we want. So while we're done with this, so I'll see you guys in the next lesson. We'll work on the lips of the character.